Welcome to Power Espresso, everybody. Mike D here, and this will be a 30-minute strong practice. So we'll get started standing right away. Make some circles with your wrists. And then bring your feet together to Samastitihi. You can stand in the middle of your mat. And we'll lift the right leg up and make some circles with the hip joint. So try to minimize movement elsewhere in the body. So it's coming from the hip, going in one direction 5 times, 2 more to go. And then same leg, changing directions. Whoa. Okay, legs together, Samastitihi, and left side. Lifting the knee, press it outwards. Take your time to explore the depth of the range of motion. And same leg, changing directions. And then place that left foot down. Give yourself a little bit of space behind you and out to the sides. And we'll bring the hands together, bend your knees. And then picking up the right foot, bring it back and off to the left side as far as you can. And then come back up through center. Again, bring the leg back, squatting low. And then come back to the center. 3 more to go. So squeezing the inner thighs, strong adduction of the hip. Something that's easy to miss in yoga practice, especially in a practice focused on flexibility. But that stability is really key to keeping the hip joint happy over time, especially if you're more flexible. Now we'll come back to Samastitihi and switch. Grounding the right foot, bend your knees, and take that left leg back and off to the right side. So try to keep the foot in the air the entire time. Three more to go. And last one. And then come back to the center. Now we'll take the feet about 4 to 5 feet apart, legs parallel. With the hands on the waist, inhale to loop the shoulders up and back, lift your chest. Exhale, fold and touch down, hands under shoulders. Inhale, roll up halfway, lift your chin. Exhale, push into the hands and fold. Repeat that a few times. Halfway up on the inhale, lift the ribs. Exhale, fold, contracting the quadriceps. Inhale, halfway up. Last one. Exhale, fold, and pause at a sweet spot. The head could be on or off the floor. Press equally through both feet and try to keep your legs straight. If this hurts your back, lift your chest instead. Focus on lengthening the hamstrings, keeping the legs straight. Inhale, halfway up, hands forward. Exhale, pause there, and then turn the feet away from each other for Skandasana. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bend your left leg, right leg straight, lift the ball of the foot. Inhale, cross center. Exhale, right leg bending, left leg straight. And then continue. If you find your knees being pulled into the midline, you may have to bring the feet a little closer to each other. You can use the hands along the floor for support. This makes it less load on the legs to carry. If you like an extra challenge, you're feeling loose and strong, keep your hands at your heart. Try to keep your heart upright as you pull your heels in towards each other. It's okay to come forward like this, but if possible, try to stay upright. This is a really great position to integrate if you're working on your wide-legged split as well, your straddle split. And the next time the left leg bends, we'll pause there, straightening the right leg, and breathe. Reach the right arm up to the sky and lengthen along right side body. Allowing that right shoulder blade to lift up to the ear. Left side of the core strong to shorten the left side. And exhale, look down, hands down. Inhale across center, bending your right leg, left leg straight. And then press the right arm against the inner leg, left shoulder blade up to the ear in that overhead range. And breathe. And then come back to center. Legs parallel, toes in. Inhale, lift the heart halfway. Exhale, hands to the waist. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, turn the feet away from each other, goddess squat. Bend your knees, hands to inner legs. Take a breath in, and then find your glutes to support the hip joint. As you exhale, left shoulder forward, turn to look over the other shoulder. Inhale up to center, and then exhale, right shoulder turning inward, pressing forward. Continue, inhale, center. Exhale, moving with the breath. A few more to go. Hands can actively press against the inner legs. Right shoulder forward, pause there. And take a few breaths, gazing over your left shoulder. Inhale up to center. Other side, exhale, gaze over right shoulder. Left shoulder draws away from the ear as it rotates in. Inhale, center. Exhale, pause there. Arms out to the sides. Inhale, straight legs. Exhale, hands to the waist. Interlace the fingers behind the back and take the heels out, toes in. Inhale, loop the shoulders up and back, opening your chest. Try to lift the hands off your spine. Exhale, pull through the arms. Keep your quadriceps contracted and fold in for 5 breaths. Bending the knees. Inhale all the way up. And then exhale, walking the feet in. Samastitihi, mountain pose. Bouncing on your left leg. Inhale to bring your right knee up. Take hold of the big toe. And if possible, straighten the leg. Otherwise, you can work with a bent knee. And then hang out in the center. Try to keep your eyes focused on one point of concentration, resisting the impulse towards distraction. In the 8 limbs of yoga, that's the practice of pratyahara, which means sense withdrawal, or you could think of it as resisting impulse. On the next exhale, open to the right. Gaze over the left shoulder to a single point. If your knee is bent, you can hold the outside of your knee. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right ankle over the left thigh, hands to heart center. Take a breath in, lifting the chest. Exhale, bend your standing leg. You can keep your hands in prayer. You can keep the shin on the upper arms if that's available. An arm balance, taking the hands to the floor. Bend the arms. Press the hands towards each other. Squeeze the elbows in. And it's good to work with the left knee bent, aiming the heel toward the sitting bone. If you can't quite lift off, you can play with weight bearing by keeping the left toes on the floor and exploring leaning forward, looking for the feeling of the arms bearing weight. On your next inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands to heart center, strong in the buttock. Inhale to come all the way up, lift the knee. Exhale, lowering the foot. Left side inhale, so grip the left big toe. Knee bent or straight. 5 breaths in the center. A lot of the power to lift actually comes from the standing leg, connecting to the hip extensors, which include your glute muscles, the buttocks, as well as strong hamstrings. People often think it's just flexibility, but it's actually a lot of strength to support these poses. Next exhale, open to the left, gaze over the right shoulder. Find a single point of focus. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left ankle over the right knee, hands to prayer. Take a breath in, lifting the heart. Exhale, bend the standing leg, stretching into that left hip. Here's the option to hook the shin on the upper arms, or to even lean into the hands again. It's a bit awkward. It does involve falling into the hands with the elbows bent. Once you have that weight transfer, you might lift the right foot. Eventually, attempt to straighten the right leg. And then slowly land the right foot. Inhale, halfway up. Hands to heart center, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, release the posture. Mountain pose, Samastitihi. And then opening to the side, take the feet about 3 feet apart. Left foot out, right toes in. Exhale, lift the back leg for half moon, gazing down your left fingers. Very similar to the previous pose in terms of the mobility being demanded, but the strength demands are different. Focus on the rooting of the ball of your left foot, the connection to the glutes. And then exhaling, land your right foot. Inhale, spread the arms and turn, right foot out, left toes in. Exhale, Ardha Chandrasana, other side, half moon. Strong rooting through the ball of the foot, gazing down the thumb. If you struggle with balance, this is a good class for you. You get to work on it. It gets better if you work on it. And exhale, landing the foot. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands to the waist. Inhale, take the feet wider, lift the heart. Exhale, fold, hands down. Inhale, halfway up. Now you have some options. So you can play with planting the hands a little bit beyond you. Grip with the fingertips, and then as you lean your shoulders over your wrist, take an exhale to connect with the core. Maybe lift onto the tiptoes. Inhale, relax down. Exhale, find the core. Push through. Inhale, relax down. Again, once more. Exhale, lean in, push. Inhale, relax down. And then take a resting breath out. So we'll do that again. We're going to change the breath. So exhale helps you feel the core. The idea is to keep that connection while actually breathing into the core. And this is a trick to make you stronger with intra-abdominal pressure. So exhale, prepare, heels rooting. Slow inhale, lean into the hands. And you can lower your heels and repeat. If you get lift off, hold handstand, gazing between thumbs. And then landing the heels. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands to waist. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale, feet 3 feet apart. Inhale, spread the arms. Exhale, turning the shoulders in, bring the fists together behind the back, or hands to prayer. Right foot out, left leg spins in about 45 degrees. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, fold over your right leg, engaging the quadriceps. Breathe deep. Gazing to the right big toe. Next exhale, bend the right knee. Take your fingertips to the floor past your toes. Inhale, lift the left leg, lift the heart. Exhale, tap your left big toe to your right ankle. And repeat. Inhale, lift the leg, lift the heart. Exhale, tap the ankle. 3 more to go. Extra challenge. Exhale to tap and bow head to knee. Inhale, lift the leg, lift the heart. Exhale, tap and bow. Leg up, inhale. Exhale, tap and bow. Inhale, lift the leg. 5 more breaths. If you'd like to try the weight transfer, you can lean, shoulders over wrists. Little swing with the left leg, rocking onto right toes. If you'd like to use a wall, you can set up with the wall behind you, kicking your heel against the wall. Keep the pelvis off the wall. Right leg halfway down. Squeezing the midline. Gaze between thumbs. You can also try gazing towards your navel if you're using the wall. And then landing the pose. Inhale, come up, feet 3 feet apart. Exhale, hands to prayer behind the back or fists together. Other side, left foot out, right leg spins in. With an inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, fold over your left leg and breathe. And exhale, bend your left knee. Take the fingertips to the floor beyond your left toes. With an inhale, lift the heart, lift the right leg. Exhale, tap big toe to ankle, repeating 5 times. Inhale, lift up. Heart stays lifted. Exhale, tap ankle. Second variation, a bit more challenging. Exhale, tap ankle and bow in. Inhale, lift the leg, lift the heart. Exhale, tap in. Inhale, lift. Last tap, slow exhale. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the leg, and then hold that pose. Plant your hands, shoulders over wrists. Play with rocking the weight forward. A little swing with the right leg, just feeling the weight transfer. Grip with the fingertips. If you are comfortable with handstand, go for it. You can set up with the wall. Gazing between fingers. Watch out for your plants. Slowly land. Inhale, come up, turning to the side. And then exhale, we'll meet at the top of the mat. In Samastitihi. Almost took out this plant. Hands together, take a breath in. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet together, take a breath in to lift your right leg. Make circles in the right hip joint. And then go onto the tips of the right fingers, lifting the palm. Press the right knee to the sky and pause on the fingertips. Option 2, wild thing, land the ball of the right foot. Keep the heel raised and open up. It gradually goes from being a side plank to a bit more of a back bend. Back to down dog, right leg up, inhale. Exhale, knee to the left arm, fall in triangle. Pick up the left arm, stack the shoulders, 5 breaths. Extra challenge, bring the right leg back, and then lift and lower the leg dynamically. Working the inner thigh again. 3, 4, and 5. Lift the leg on the inhale. Exhale, step outside the right hand, lower your left knee. Turning the right foot out, take a breath in to lift your chest. You can press against that leg, or exhale to catch the left foot, pulling the heel in. Both good variations, and breathe. And then exhale, releasing the posture. Walk your right foot over to the left side of the mat for pigeon. Lower onto the right shin, if possible, the outer hip. And then take a breath in to lift the heart. And exhale, spread the arms like wings. Hinge forward from the hip joint. Try to keep a little bit of a back bend in the upper spine. And breathe. Hands to heart center, lean onto the outside of your right thigh, and then bring your left leg outside of your right thigh, heel in towards the buttock. Take a breath in to lift the heart. Exhale, spinal twist, right arm outside the leg, gazing over left shoulder. Feel free to bind, threading underneath your knee, or catching the arch of the left foot. It's hard to figure out which one the left foot is. So pretzely. Inhale back to center. And exhale, take your left ankle near the right thigh. Cow pose, Gomukhasana. Inhale, right arm up. You can push back on the elbow. Option 2, catch the fingers behind the back. And take a few breaths, lifting the heart, get tall. To transition to Chaturanga, you can keep the cow pose, slide the knees back a little, and then aim the fingertips to your knees. This is a variation of peacock, Gomukhasana, or Mayurasana rather. Bend your elbows into the belly, and then inhale, transfer the weight forward to get the legs up, or simply step back to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga, flip the hands around. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, feet together. Left leg up on an inhale. Make big circles in the left hip. Try coming onto the tips of the fingers, lengthening left side body. Using the glutes in both legs, open up as much as you can. And then lift the knee and pause. Option 2, wild thing, landing the ball of the foot. Gradually moving from a side plank alignment to more of a back bend over time. And then back to down dog, left leg up on an inhale. Exhale, fallen triangle, left knee to right arm, straighten the leg. Stack the shoulders and lift the right arm. You can stay there. Option 2, bring the leg back a bit, lifting and lowering 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Down dog on the inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step outside the left hand, lower the right knee, slide it back. Turning the left hip out, press the hand against the inner leg, or catch the back foot, pulling heel to sacrum. And breathe. If you know how to flip the grip, it's like serving a tray and then catching around the big toe to pitch the elbow up. Helps to lean back a little bit first. Strong core to let go. Exhale. And then walk the left foot over towards the right side of the mat, setting up pigeon. And then bring the left shin to the floor, slide the right knee back a little. With an inhale, lift the heart, open the arms, strong upper back. Exhale, keep that, and hinge forward. It's okay if your pelvis is off the floor. Think of squeezing the legs towards each other. Awakening the energy of a back bend. Good. And then bringing the hands into the heart. Lean onto the outside of your left thigh. Bring the right foot all the way across, half Lord of the Fishes, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Lifting the heart, inhale. And then exhale, twist. Right fingers behind you. Left arm outside the leg as much as possible. Great place to stay, holding the hip. Option 2, thread under the knee or bind the. Start to aim the right sitting bone down by pressing the leg against the arm. And resist it, pressing the arm against the leg. Inhale, center. And then exhale, walk the right foot towards the left hip. Your body will stop you at the right place. Gomukhasana, cow pose. The legs are the lips of the cow, And then inhale, left arm up, that's the top ear. Push the right hand against the arm. Option 1 is stay there. If you have the range, option 2 is binding, catching the right fingers behind the back, in which case you can press the back of the head against the arm. So if you can't reach that, no problem, just press your right hand against the arm instead. A few more breaths. Notice the low belly drawing in as the head presses back. The ears draw back over the shoulders, and there's a sense of getting length up through the crown, which is known as Maha Mudra, the Great Seal, or in Western terms we call it axial extension. Literally lengthening the spine, getting taller. And with your next exhale, let go. So you can bring the hands forward, slide the hips back a little. And if you'd like to try that variation of Mayurasana, we squeeze the legs together with the fingers aiming at the knees. Trick is to round your back like an angry cat as you bend the arms. Once you get lift off, you might straighten the legs and hang for a few breaths. Try to be as parallel to the floor as possible. Resist the urge to go vertical for Instagram. Just kidding. Do it for the gram. And then flip around for Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale from the core, downward facing dog. Good. And then inhale, lower your knees down. Camel pose, Ustrasana. Exhale, catch the low back. Top of the feet pressing down, legs parallel. Inhale, lengthen through the crown, tall spine. You can stay here, or exhale, go back with core strength and catch your heels. Once you catch, relift the heart and release the head back. And breathe. Scapula squeeze, shoulders spin in. And come all the way up, strong core. Round 2, so repeat that same one. If you're really comfortable with camel, you might try the next phase, which is this variation of Laghu Vajrasana. Lift the heart, honoring the natural curve of the spine. Go back with core strength on the exhale. Pause where you can hold it for 5. Next phase, hands to the calves, taking the head closer to the floor. 5 breaths. 2. Keep it active, hips lifting. 3. 4. 5. Strong core. Inhale to come up. Exhale fully. Vinyasa. Inhale, lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, up dog. Or down dog. Whatever it is. Inhale, lower the knees. Dolphin pose. So if you'd like to set up by the wall again, feel free. Forearms parallel. Lift your heels up. Hang out in dolphin. Lifting and lowering the heels is option 1. Option 2, swing and spring, taking the right heel to the wall, pelvis off the wall. Lift your head off the floor, literally reaching out through the arms, elevating the shoulders to the ears a little. Maybe over time coming off the wall and looking at the heart. You can also play with leading with the other leg. Most of us have an easier side, but it's squeezing the inner thighs and activating the buttocks together is the key. Come into a squat when you're done. Squatting with the feet wide, hands forward. Take a breath in to pull back and lift the heart. Exhale, bow the head in, rounding the spine. Breathe deep into your back. Allowing the prana and the apana to blend together. The energy of the in-breath and the out-breath meet, creating a sense of breathing up the back. Crow pose, rounding the back, heels up. Inhale, lean into the hands, 5 breaths. Starting with bent arms, squeeze the knees in. Over time, try to straighten. Option to press to handstand if it's in your practice. chaturanga. Exhale down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through sitting. Exhale, take the right foot to inner thigh for Janu Shavasana, reaching for the left foot. If bound lotus is in your practice, go for it. Inhaling, hold the left foot and lift the heart up. Exhale, head to knee. No bind, no problem. Even if you're in lotus, it can actually be quite interesting to reach for that left foot with both hands. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, release the pose and switch left foot inner thigh or half lotus. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, folding head to knee, 5 slow breaths. Inhale to look up. Exhale, cross the legs for a vinyasa. Inhale, lift or step plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale through sitting. Straight legs. Exhale to lay down. Inhale, bend your knees. And exhale, connect with the core. With an inhale, lift the arms over the head to the back of the mat. Exhale from the core, raising the feet up to the sky. You can hang out here with your hips on the ground, legs straight. Take a breath in. On your next exhale, play with a little swing coming from the core, lifting the hips up. And then inhale, lower your spine down. Exhale, swing and core together 5 times. Inhale, roll down through the spine. Exhale, swing. Might be a little movement, might be a bigger movement. The flexibility of the hamstrings may limit how high up you go, so feel free to work with bent knees or be satisfied with a smaller lift. There are yoga competitions related to asana, but this is not one. It's more just positions to breathe in and move energy. Get the mind awake and grounded. Option to do shoulder stand if that's in your practice. If you're not sure, you can simply watch me. I'm going to show you a way to do it that's safe for the neck. So in this modified form, as I swing the legs up a little bit, I'm going to support the lower back with the hands. And notice how I'm keeping a V shape or hip flexion between my thighs and my belly. So you would just stay here, and this keeps the neck protected since the weight is in the shoulders and the elbows more. If you know the full form and you feel safe, you can go for it. Otherwise, hang out here with me. And exhale to plow pose. Or modify like me if you're not sure. Drawing your knees towards your shoulders in happy baby. You can hold your knees or hold your feet, drawing the knees down. You might explore working into plow from here by keeping the knees bent and rolling back over the shoulders. And one of the benefits of this variation is it helps keep the weight more in the shoulders, since the weight is gradually rolling back over them. And take some deep breath into the spine. If you're feeling looser, you might straighten the legs from there. With a long exhale, slowly lower through your vertebra. Bend the knees, lowering the feet to the floor. Arms out like wings. And then take the knees side to side, windshield wipers. A little feel-good movement to release any tension that you may have accumulated around the spine and the hips. coming back to center. Stretch your feet out past the corners of the mat. Bring your arms out by your sides. And completely let go into relaxation. Shavasana, corpse pose. Completely let go. Soften the face and jaw. Let the mind completely draw inwards. Just noticing the feeling of the breath. Noticing how that changes as you soften tension through the body. For the next 5 breaths, completely focus on the feeling of the breath. Focus might be too strong a word. Feel the breath. Nothing else. And I encourage you to give yourself the gift of a long Shavasana today. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes if you need it. It's like starting the day all over again. So don't skip out. I'll close class now so I can do Shavasana in privacy. I recommend you do the same. So thank you so much, everybody. Peace.